Hi, welcome to Firefly Yoga with me, Maria. So today we're going to be practicing an intermediate stroke advanced level of yoga. So let's come down onto the mats. I'm using a yoga block to sit on. I just find it helps align my spine. So I practice Hatha yoga. There's many benefits with Hatha yoga. So it's going to build immunity, it's going to relax the mind, releases tension, it's going to tone your spine, strengthen and tone the body, it increases flexibility, helps with keeping you balanced. So Hatha yoga is just a fantastic yoga to practice. So before we start practice today, we are going to do a pranayama, a breathing technique called the Brahmi breath. And this is the humming bee breath. So let me explain to you before we start. It's very simple. You're going to take your thumbs and you're going to press your thumbs against this cartilage bit here in your ears. So when you push your thumbs in, that's going to close your hearing sense. Then you're going to take your fingers and they are very gently going to sit over your eyes. So then you're taking away the sense of your sight. You're going to breathe in for a count of 4. And then you're going to hum out. So just watch me for a sec. So you breathe in and hum. Okay, so I normally go on a ratio of about 4 to 8. So that would be breathing in for 4 through the nose, and then breathing out slowly for a count of 8. Depending on your breath, you might be able to breathe out for longer. So go until you cannot breathe out any longer, then you breathe in slowly for 4, and then you hum and breathe out. So let's do 4 rounds. This is going to help to calm the mind. This is going to reduce stress, and the buzzing actually blocks out. If you've got lots of things going around in your mind, this is going to block everything. So it's great to do at the end of the day, although they do suggest all pranayamas are done on an empty stomach. So if you are going to practice this during the evening, just make sure it's 2 to 3 hours after you've eaten. So let's have a go. Take the thumbs, press them against the cartilage, take your fingers over your eyes, and let's breathe in for 4 and hum. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's an interesting breath to do, and it really does block all the senses. You come into yourself, and it definitely calms you down. So we'll start with the practice now. So I'm going to put my block out of the way, come to the top of my mat. I'm not going to move from side to side like I normally would. Because this is an intermediate stroke advanced class, you should pretty much know what I'm doing. You've probably practiced yoga many times. If you haven't, have a look at my beginners classes. There's the tutorials on my channel as well for you to look at. So let's start with our toes touching, our heels slightly apart, hands at the side of the body, engage your abs, engage the thighs, pulling up the knees. Inhale, taking the arms above the head. Exhale, swan dive down, right leg back, knee down, toes down. We'll start easy, so hands framing the foot, tuck the toe, come back into plank. Make sure the bottom's not up in the air or the back's sinking down. Nice strong plank. Take the knees down, push the bottom up, come down chin and chest. So you've got a nice concertina with the spine. Down we come, inhale up, cobra, exhale back down, come back to your down facing dog. Hold it here. Inhale, you might want to come up onto your toes. Oh, did you hear that click? Inhale, bring the right leg through, left leg through, toes are touching, up we come. Exhale, swan dive down, take the left leg back this time, knees down, toes down, hands frame the toes and the feet. You can always come up onto your fingertips if this is too much. Tuck your toe back into plank. Your feet are about hip distance apart and you're pushing gently back into the heels. Knees down, bottom up, chin and chest down, all the way down to the floor. Inhale up into cobra. Exhale back down, tuck in the toes. Come back into your down facing dog. Inhale, you can help the leg through if you need to. Knee down, toes down. Okay. Bring that right leg through. There we go. One round. Exhale, swan dive down. Let's take the right leg back, but this time we won't put the knee on the floor. See if you can still frame your foot with your hands. Come back into your plank. And let's come down, chaturanga, all the way down. Try not to touch the mat. We've come up into our up-facing dog, opening the chest, back into down-facing dog. Let's walk the dog. So we're just moving our heels up and down. Up on the toes. Come up on the toes. Inhale, bring the right leg through, bring the left leg through. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, swan dive down. Left side, left leg back. Don't put the knee down. I mean, of course you can if you need to. We'll come back into plank, hold it here. Chaturanga, up facing dog, down facing dog. Let's walk the dog again. Lifting up the heels, come up onto the toes, up onto the toes. Inhale, bringing that left leg through. You can help it if you need to. Hands are still framing the feet. Bring the right leg through. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands into your heart centre. We're going to start with a little flow now. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Let's take the right leg back. Bring in the left. Chaturanga. Up facing dog. Down facing dog. Bring the right leg through. And we're going to open up into our warrior one. So we need to come down in the front leg. The back foot, the outer edge is connected to the mat. Don't let your knees sag down to the mat. Make it nice and strong. Lift the arms up, hold it here. You can inhale. As you exhale, allow the shoulder blades to drop back down into the back. Let's bring down that back arm. Come over into Sun Warrior. Either a bent arm or a straight arm. Feeling the stretch here. Then we're going to open up into Warrior Two. So imagine your imaginary line. Get your feet on it. Okay, the back foot now is open. The hips are open instead of facing forward. Arms up. Inhale, exhale, come forward. Make sure the knee's not going over the toe. Hold it here. Keep these hips nice and open. Let's extend this. So bringing the arm to the leg, and then we're just going to drop in these hips as the arm comes up and it comes over. So you've got a nice ski slope shape. Just looking to see my knee hasn't gone over my toe. Lovely. Come off of the pose. And now we're going to shorten the distance. Taking the hands, either we're here, or we're here into prayer. Okay, so we've still got that right leg forward. We've shortened the distance. Both the feet are facing the same direction. We're going to inhale. As you exhale, come forward and down as far as you can go. Doesn't matter how far you can go down. You're still feeling the stretch in your hamstrings. Engage the abs. Let's come all the way up. We'll bring the feet back to the top of the mat. I'm just going to change ends actually. I said I wasn't going to do that. But then I need to open out to my left side. So here goes. Arms up. Exhale down. Left leg back this time, guys. Coming back into our plank. Chaturanga. Up facing dog. Down facing dog. And as you see, because I have to bring my left leg through, I need to open up to your side so you can see me. So left leg forward, the back leg, we're doing Warrior One, 45-degree angle, so the hips are coming to the front of the mat. Inhale up, exhale, the shoulder blades back down, connecting that outer foot to the mat. Such a strong pose. You're working your thighs, your ankles, your knees. Drop that back arm down. Inhale. Exhale, either straight arm or curve the arm over. Lovely stretch up the side of the body there. Making sure this leg is nice and strong. Pulling up the knee, connecting the foot. Open up, Warrior Two. Bring that back foot to the side of the mat. Okay, opening up the hips here. Very gently pulling back this knee, pulling up this knee, connecting the outer edge of the foot. The arms come up, open the fingers, drawing the energy. Lovely strong arms. Okay, so we're going to extend Warrior Two. So the arm comes to the thigh. We allow these hips to drop down, not losing the connection with the mat. The knee's still strong, the arm comes up and over. Nice ski slope from the fingertips to the toes. Check to see your knee is not over your toes. Hold it here. Come off of the pose. Turn that back foot. Both feet are facing to the front edge of the mat. You've shortened your distance. Either hands here, hands to the elbows, come up into prayer. If you're in prayer, you need to not only push your palms together, then you inhale and then you open up the chest. Exhale and fall forward. I need to shorten my distance there. I've got nice strong legs. I can feel this stretch in my hamstrings. Inhale, all the way up. Release. And just give your hands a little shake. Come to the front edge of your mat again. We're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, taking the right leg back, the left leg back into plank. And now up into our down facing dog. Let's bring the right leg up and then bring it through. And come into our pigeon pose. So we're here. Okay, up nice and tall. If you need to come up on your fingertips, this is fine. We're trying to work our bottoms down to the mat without twisting the hips. So the hips, both hip bones need to be facing forward. So hold it here. If you can, come lower. You could put your fist on top of fist. Take your head to your fist and just relax here. If you can, do a sleeping pigeon. Take your head to the mat. Such a lovely hip opener. And come all the way up. So tuck that back toe, shoot a little forward. We're coming back up into our three-legged dog. Bring your right leg down. Feet are about hip distance apart. Let's bring up the left and then swing it through for pigeon pose on the other side. So we're up nice and tall. Remember, if you need to come right up on your fingertips, this is fine. And then you can come down. Two fists, head on your fists. All the time taking in nice deep breaths, working the hips open. Making sure both your hip bones are facing forward. And then if you can, stretch your hands out, placing your forehead on the mat. Coming into our sleeping pigeon. Go. Come off the pose. Tucking that toe, walking ourselves forward a little bit just to take the pressure off the hip and the knee. And then we'll come back into that three-legged dog. Back into our down-facing dog. And then we'll walk the hands back. You can either have your knees bent here or keep them straight. You can hold on to to your wrists. You can just hold on, coming forward. And then we're going to bend the knees, coming all the way up. Just bring our feet together, bring the right arm up, and we'll just a little stretch over to the side. Inhale, exhale, come over to the other side. And come back to the centre. So let's do a nice standing posture, nice balance. Just straighten out my mat, tends to move a lot on this carpet. So let's try this. We are going to lift up the right leg, and then I want you to bring up your knee, hold on to your foot with both hands if you can. Inhale, and then as you exhale, stretch that leg out. So you're kind of doing a forward fold, balancing. Not easy. It's a challenge for sure. We'd need a little bend in that standing leg, but not too much. And if you can get the leg, so your right leg stretched out, then that's perfect. So we'll bend that knee, bringing that leg down. Let's bring up the left side. So let's bring up the knee, grab onto the foot, hold it here, inhale, and then as you exhale, you bring that leg out. Try and stand up as tall as you can, and then just lean forward like you're doing a forward bend, forward fold but standing. Bring that in, and I'm just going to show you this actually. If you have got a block at home, you can do this on a block if you're struggling. So you can put your heels on the block. So we do the right leg first, and then you can literally take your right leg out, hold on, and there you go, coming forward. And by having that block under your heels, it's balancing you. So let me just show you on this side without the block. Challenge. So obviously you need to be really balanced here, and don't bring your leg up too quick. So the challenge is to find your drishti, your focus point, and then hold it here. It's not easy, but it's a great challenge. Engaging your abs there, so that's always good. So let's come down to the mat now, give our legs a little shake, and we shall go into our hero pose. Now again, if you haven't got a block, you can use a cushion. So hero pose, you're sitting on your bottom, your legs are coming out to the side. Now if you're struggling with this, if you've got a block, you can sit up on it or equally just use a cushion. So I'm just going to hold it here. This is quite a nice pose. Let's bring our hands into prayer. And then we can work ourselves back, so you can come onto your elbows, hold it here. If you can lay all the way back, then go ahead. If you have got a block or a nice sturdy cushion, you can always come back, put the block in your mid to upper back, and then you just get comfortable, chin tucks into the chest, and you can just lay here. And surprisingly, that is very comfortable. And when you're coming out of the pose, you need to do it really gently, taking your time. And then perhaps coming up and just coming over into Balasana, child's pose. Just come forward here. Either have your head on your closed hands, so like this, or you could take your head to the mat, taking your hands to the back. And we're going to come up. Hope you're okay. Let's just come into our happy baby, happy puppy. So we need to leave our bottom up, and we just stretch our arms out. So the bottom's up nice and high. Your head, your forehead is on the mat. Arms are stretched out. I really like that pose. And then we come up onto all fours. Let's take the right arm through. So just feed it through. Your palm is down facing. The other arm is stretched out. Your bottom's up nice and high. And twists are lovely, you know, they improve your spinal rotation. And it improves your alignment. So let's go the other way. Great for core stability. Make sure your palm is facing downwards. Lovely. Come back up. Let's just turn our head to the side, and then we'll go back the other way, go to the other side, come to the centre, look up and down. Lovely. And now we're going to bring our legs out in front, give them a little shake, and then we're going to bring the right leg back. So like when we was just doing the hero pose, doing it one side, is we've got the right leg back. We're going to take our arms up, inhale, and as you exhale, come forward as far as you can go. That could be just holding on to your calf. You may be able to hold on to your foot. You might be able to cross your arms. If you feel like you're falling to the side, then prop yourself up and just come forward. Okay? So however it feels good for you. And you know, when you're doing these lovely forward folds, you'll feel a stretch in the entire back. And this is going to smooth the nervous system. Quite relaxing, forward folds. I always talk about your edge. You know, some people, they do a forward fold, let's change legs, and their head is completely on the floor. And for others, they're not as flexible. You just go to your edge where you feel comfortable and steady, and that is the perfect position for you. So Stretch up. And then as you exhale, engage and come forward from here. So you tilt your pelvis. So you might find sometimes you want to pull your bottom cheeks back and work yourself forward and then come down. Grab hold of wherever you can. Comfortably, don't overstretch and pull something. You should just be on that edge of, I can feel it. It feels comfortable. And then you've got it right. You know you're stretching. That's lovely. I like that stretch. Now we'll bring up the right leg again. Taking your left hand to the back of the room, you've got to try and like work yourself forward. Okay? So you're just working yourself forward. Marichyasana. So let's bring our right arm forward. You can even lift your bottom off here, coming forward, coming round the top edge of your arm, and you bind. You're grabbing on to your hand. Now, you can move this leg around, get comfortable. You're working the left side, working the left leg, flexing the foot back. And this right foot, the foot is pushing down into the mat strong. I'm using my abs, I'm using my arms, I'm coming forward as much as I can. Now, some people might have their head on their knee. This is my edge, feels good, I'm not in any pain. It's lovely. And then we'll change side. If you can't bind, you just take your hand to the back of the room and you can just bring your hand round. So let's change sides. So we're bringing up the left side now, and I want to show you the bind, so I'm going to turn round. Okay, so we're doing our left leg now, okay? So it might look strange because I'm doing my right, but that's because I'm not facing you. So you lean forward, your arm comes round the top, and you grab hold of your hands here. Okay, so you're binding. As I say, if you can't do this, you take your hand to the back and you just push yourself forward. Turn again. Come back. Okay, so you're doing your this is your left leg. And you're just coming forward. This is a nice strong leg, flexing the foot, pushing down with his foot. Lovely. Little stretch. And we'll just have a little twist. So we're going to bring the right leg up, that's coming over the left, and you're tucking that left foot behind. Both bum cheeks are engaged with the mat. Bring your left arm round, twisting round. And take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, you just try and move a little more. Don't take your neck too far round. We tend to want to take our head further round than our torso. Engaging the abs. We're giving a lovely massage to our internal organs when we twist. Let's change sides. So bring the legs out in front. Left leg comes up and over. Right leg tucks behind. Both your bottom cheeks are engaged with the mat. Coming round to your left side now. Sit up nice and tall, nice deep breath in and exhale, take a little twist. If you do find that this is too much and you're thinking my bottom cheeks aren't on the floor, I'm lifting up, then your best bet is to come back to the pose before that one. You know, there's no shame in doing a more beginner's pose. Some postures we can do, you know, a really advanced posture, and then others we're doing a beginner's. You really have to listen to your body. It's the only way to practice yoga, is to listen to what your body is telling you. So we're now going to do a few back postures. So we're going to come on to our mat, onto our belly, and we're going to practice the locust pose. So the hands come to the side of the body, your palms are facing down, your forehead is on the mat. You're going to inhale, and as you you don't exhale, as you inhale you come up. That's just habit. Inhale, exhale, and then come back down to the mat. Take a couple of nice long deep breaths here. And we'll do it again. So let's inhale, lifting the legs off, lifting the arms off. Try and keep the eye gaze down to the mat. You don't have to come up too much. That's a strong stretch for the lower back. A couple of more deep breaths here. Let's do it once more. So inhale. And exhale back down. So bring your hands next to your chest now. And we're going to do Cobra. So Bhujangasana, which we always do when we're doing the sun salutation. So you inhale and you come up. You're engaging your triceps, your biceps. You've got that lovely arch in the back. Let's exhale, come back down. Always come off of the posture if you've had enough. Don't overdo it. So let's do that again. Let's inhale. Coming all the way up. Feeling a lovely stretch in my abs as well. And we'll do that one more time. So we're strengthening our back, bringing flexibility to the spine. Hold it here. Just bring your hands underneath your forehead and just roll your bottom from side to side. Just releasing out the tension that's built in your lower back. And then we're going to come back into child's pose, Balasana. And you might just want to just stay here and maybe roll from side to side if the back's feeling tight. Make a couple of fists and relax your head on your hands. And then maybe take your head to the mat. You can bring your hands around the back. You can hold on your feet. That's nice, and then come all the way up. So we're just going to lay back down on the mat now. go. So our feet are hip distance apart. Bring up your right leg and take it around your left. Wrap it all the way around if you can. Bring your hands into T shape. Inhale. And then allow the legs to come over. I really want you to make sure your shoulder blades aren't leaving the mat. So if that means bringing the legs up further, then that's what you need to do. Just keep the shoulder blades engaged. Inhale. We've had a lovely workout on our spine today. What a fantastic practice, flexibility and strength. So change sides. So the left is tucked around the right. Make sure your arms are in T shape and that your shoulder blades don't leave the mat. Now I can feel that's tight here, so I'm going to inhale. And as I exhale, hopefully that will release a little more. And I'm on my edge again, I can feel it tight, so I'm going to inhale. Coming back to the centre, ever so gently unravel the legs. And then perhaps if it feels nice, take your hands behind your hamstrings, or you can hold on to your shins. Please don't pull on your knees. And we'll rock from side to side, like so. And then maybe if it feels good, you might like to grab your feet and come into your happy baby pose. This is a lovely posture. And it does make you feel happy. And then let's just release the right leg. So we're still hanging on to the left, pulling the foot down so the hips are opening to the side and equally the knee is coming to the armpit. And then you're flexing the toe on the right foot, making sure that your bottom doesn't leave the mat, so you don't want to be coming up and arching your back. You can put right hand to right thigh, holding it there. Let's change legs, so inhale, swap sides. As you exhale, bring the left leg down, the knees coming into the armpit. Opening up the hips to the side, flexing back that left toe. Got my left hand on my left thigh. Inhale, come back up to your happy baby pose. And now just bring one leg down at a time. We're going to come into our Savasana, so our last relaxing posture. So our palms are facing up. We're just completely surrendering to the mat. Our feet are hip distance apart and the toes, just let them drop to the side, just let the feet relax. Make sure your chin is tucked into your chest. And we'll just spend a few moments here. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. I relax my toes, my feet, my ankles. my shins, my calves. I relax my toes, my feet, my ankle, my shins and my calves, my toes, my feet, my ankles, my shins and my calves are now totally relaxed. I relax my knees, my hamstrings and my thighs. I relax my knees, my hamstrings and my thighs. My knees, my hamstrings and my thighs are now totally relaxed. I relax my buttocks, my hips, my pelvis. I relax my buttocks, my hips and my pelvis. My buttocks, my hips and my pelvis are now totally relaxed. I relax my lower back, my upper back, my abs and my chest. I relax my lower back, my upper back, my abs and my chest. My lower back, my upper back, my abs and my chest are now totally and utterly relaxed. I relax my hands, my wrists, my arms and my shoulders. I relax my hands, my wrists, my arms and my shoulders. My hands, my wrists, my arms and my shoulders are now totally and utterly relaxed. I relax my neck. I relax my neck, my head, my eyes, the back of my eyes, my tongue and my jaw. I relax my neck, my head, my eyes, behind my eyes, my jaw and my tongue, my neck, my head, my eyes, the back of my eyes, my jaw and my tongue are now totally relaxed. My whole body is now totally and utterly relaxed. Taking a deep breath in for a count of 4. And exhale for a slow count of 8. So guys, let's bring some movement into our fingers and toes, wiggle them around. And if it feels good for you, you might like to rock from side to side. Now if you've got high blood pressure, I'd like you to roll on over to the left. If you haven't, you can come over to the right. Just take a few moments. Come all the way up to a nice seated position. So you can cross your legs. Just bring our hands into prayer. Bring our thumbs to our forehead, just between our eyes, and into our heart centre. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining me for this beautiful practice. I hope you've enjoyed my video. If you do, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I hopefully will see you again very soon. Please check out my other tutorials and spread the word. Tell everyone about Firefly Yoga, and I'll look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care. Bye.